What's up, guys? Welcome to day 47 of playing chess every day until I reach rating of 2000. Let's play the first game with white and see how it goes. We play the Vienna and we play the Vienna Gambit, which Levy showed us. Okay, if he takes, we push the pawn and then push away the knight. So he has to go back. If he puts the queen out, we unpin the pawn and attack. Okay, he pushed away. We defend the pawn in center. Maybe we can attack, develop the bishop and attack the pawn if he doesn't take, and also put out the queen. So if he takes, we cannot change queens. Okay, we take with check. That's a good move. And then we can also push the pawn because the bishop is pinned to the king. He takes, we take the bishop, take the other pawn, prepare the queen check on the side, and have even a fork with the horse after we go here. Let's see, he is in bad shape, and the analysis has to show that he is very bad. We can attack, yeah. We can attack the queen and then deflect it from defending the pawn, and then this should be just game over. Yeah, if he takes, we can just check him, and then it's a brutal attack. There's no escape for the king, I think. And he resigns. That's crazy. Let's see how the second game goes. If we keep on the luck. Let's play the second game with black. Play the French. Although it's not the French, I think. Develop the knight. Normal development. Get rid of the bishop, which we can't because the queen is attacking. And then attack the center and also block the knight from moving forward into a good square. He takes, develop the knight, and then castle. Now we are kind of developed in this position. Now we can get rid of the bishop as well, because now the queen is not defending the square. Yep. We can push in the center as well, the pawns, but just exchange. Develop the queen or castle. Try to defend the center from the knight. Develop our knight, our bishop, and then castle. Develop the knight, the bishop, now castle. Now I have to think where to castle, because this pawn is double attacked, maybe it would make more sense to castle on the other side and also defend the pawn if he doesn't take in this move. And if we castle, it's checkmate even. If we castle on king side, if you castle short. He attacking the bishop, we just moving away. The thing is where we go there, so the knight cannot go there. We can just take. He goes in center, we take with the queen, so he cannot go there. We can also take with the knight, and then we attack the, okay, he's taking, we take, and then castle. Now if we move the knight, his knight is under attack. Can also get rid of the queen who's infiltrating our side. Move the bishop, move the knight and attack. That was a good move from my opponent, taking away a square for my knight. Now we have to find a way to attack while moving the knight. Yeah, so we can also attack the knight on the side. He takes, we take with the bishop, the knight. There's also a way, yeah. If he moves the pawn forward, we take with the bishop check, and then we defend the pawn that the queen is protecting, and then the queen has more mobility. He pushed. Now it's crazy. We can take and then check him with the queen. Take, exchange the knights. Yeah, we take, we get rid of the knight who's defending the pawn. Ooh, that was not a good move. That was a better move, which I didn't see. Yeah, and he saw it. Take. Ooh, he exchanged. That's good. Good moves to making. We can still get rid of the. He blundered the knight, and it's now just game over. He can check with the queen, but then after that, there's nothing big he can do. He can just move, defend the pawn, check with the queen, and then this is very dangerous. There's actually also a check, a better check, but I didn't see it, so. Goes there. Check. King moves. Check again. I think now we keep on checking. Put the king on the square. Now the question is where to go. Cannot check on c4 because then he takes the bishop, so we move the pawn. Check him. And then find a better way to mate him. Yes, a mating net in preparation. Get him in on the right squares. We take the pawn, and then we try to move out the bishop, and then should be just very bad for him. I mean, his queen is also useless. He can take the pawn, but I don't see anything he could do. He attacking the queen. I take the pawn, which is free, and then I move the the bishop, and then it's very dangerous. Should be the mating net's getting tighter and tighter around him. If I move the bishop now, then it's not checkmate, but it's getting close. The light square bishop I'm talking about, the light square bishop. At least we get the bishop, but now he blundered the queen. It's take the queen and then it's game over. And he resigns, of course. We're lucky so far that day goes well, 2 wins, and now we have a game against the 1667. So he is 100 rating points higher, and let's see if we can defend the position. Now we put our pawns in the center and develop the light pieces to the center and see how it goes. Just develop the pawn in center is attacked once by the knight and defend once by our knight. So now we castle to be safe, not to do anything not as intelligent. Put our pieces in the center, try to defend anything. We put our bishop also in the center, so if he pushes the pawn and we have to move away our knight, our center pawn is defended. Okay. Develop the bishop, try to pin the knight after he moves the pawn into the center. We take, we push, takes. We have a center pawn. Prefer to defend everything to be a little bit sensible. No, we try to push away the bishop. He takes, which I wouldn't do. I would keep the pin. And now we just move and defend, and we attack and defend and make a good pawn structure. Put the rooks in the center. I never know which rook to put where. It goes there. We try to put the bishop looking at the king and also block the pawn from moving, and this was a blunder because now he has this fork which I cannot defend, so I just take a pawn with check because I'm gonna lose the bishop anyway, so I prefer to get a pawn for it. And now I have a double attack, the queen, and wow, that's a good move because now my queen has nearly no squares to go. Let's see, try to get rid of. Now he's attacking as a very attacking position, and now I try to exchange everything, although I'm down to 2 pawns. Now I attack the queen, put the rook in the center, and then I have to find a way to get something. I can try to exchange the attacking pieces so I have a little bit more room for my queen, which had nearly no squares. We take with the pawn so we can still attack his pawn with the bishop and the queen. The pawn in the center is defended by the queen. He doubles the rooks. We're just gonna take one pawn, so we just one pawn down. I think it's better to take, so he doesn't waste the tempo doubling the rooks, although he can also take with the king. And then we put the rook in the center and try to attack the pawn and the horse. Yeah. And if the queen mobility of his king is okay, he's trying to push the pawn and then check me, so we just go back with the bishop, so we don't exchange. But here's a very strong fire with the doubled rooks, so just push out the knight, the rook, he checks us, we go back and defend with the bishop, attacking the queen. He moves the queen out the way. And what do we do now? And this fire, his fire is very strong with the two rooks. But the queen is in the center but misplaced. I don't know what she's doing there, but also is my queen. Just take the pawn, so we no more pawns down. This is more a waiting move because I don't know what to do. Then we go back, try to pin, kind of pin the rook, but then he takes with check, so we're just gonna lose. Yeah. He takes with check, we take with the pawn, he takes with the rooks, and he has this, these two rooks are very strong. He pushes the pawn, and now I take, and then I push the bishop in the center, I double attack the knight and the pawn. And this is a very strong move, because now everything's hanging. He's attacking my rook. If I go back, he can put his attack with his rooks and then take the bishop, but he's exchanging two rooks for a bishop. He's changing one rook for a bishop, so I should be up. I don't think it's a good move. But after that, if we take, we put his bishop in the center. I don't think that's good. Yeah. I'm just going back to defend the attack from his two pawns, two rooks. Yeah. Let's go back. Defend if he takes. If he goes back. If he attacks with the rook, we take. I think. Because the queen is defending, here's another attack. I don't know. I feel like it's. He takes, I take. He takes with the other one, I take, and then he cannot come with the queen, but he can also take the bishop. So I feel like this should be okay. Yeah. He wants to exchange the rooks. And I take. He goes with another one, I take. The queen is attacking my rook, but it's defended by the king, so it's no problem. And then he gave me a rook for a bishop. He's now taking the bishop with check, and I'm up 2. I think he miscalculated. I think he thought he gonna exchange the 2 rooks and then get a bishop. and be up 3, but he miscalculated. He's attacking the pawns and also pinning the pinning the knight. No, the pawn. If he checks with the knight, because he cannot take, but the rook can. So I don't know. I feel like this is a good move. And then the idea is to check him, move the rook up, and then checkmate him. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we go there. After we check him, the only square is h8 for the king. And then we go there with the rook. Now we check. He can defend with the bishop, only move. And we can get the horsey, the knight. If we check, he can just defend with the queen, which I didn't see, and also the rook, the knight. And I blundered because I gave away free knight. And now he has the ability to queen, and I'm in big trouble. But I speculated if I push my pawns, he's just gonna be I tried to pin the bishop and then check with the rook, and if I push my pawn, I just think he feels the need to make a queen, and he cannot take with the queen because it's defended by the queen, my queen, and then he cannot take back with the bishop because the bishop is pinned. And now he's in big trouble. He can exchange queens if he checks me on f4, but other than that, I don't see anything he could do. Yeah, I take with the rook. He wants to pin my queen, but this is a mistake, this is blunder, because now I can check him, and then it's checkmate. After he moves to g8. But this move was not that bad, but he didn't think what I could do. Now this checkmate, and I won against the 1660. And thank you for watching, and subscribe.